Hi everyone, Assalamu alaikum. I'm Lindsay. Thanks for joining us tonight. I didn't really have a lot of time to prepare a specific topic. I had a few things I wanted to do, but it's been a crazy last couple of weeks. So I thought this evening would do kind of day in the life of kind of thing, what my typical evening is like at this time. And so I'm going to be looking at my list because I'm really tired right now and I have no functioning memory. So there's a few things I wanted to remember to mention. I'm home alone right now with my four children. I have four children. I'm home alone right now. Usually my husband's here when I do this. So they're being controlled by a movie right now, and my 8-month-old is being babysat by a piece of cucumber. So it should be interesting, to say the least, if nothing else. But if they weren't watching a movie right now, you'd probably hear yelling and fighting in the background. And I'm going to actually get my 8-year-old Bilal. He's going to help me. He's going to hold the camera while I show you some stuff with Samaya. She wanted to make an appearance today. She's really, really tired right now, as she usually is by this time. So unfortunately, you're not really going to get to see her charming personality. She's going to be a little bit tired. But she wanted to do a demonstration how she gets in and out of her wheelchair, or actually just in her wheelchair. Because she uses a ceiling track system to do that. So she thought that might be helpful for other families to see who are looking into getting a ceiling track system. Maybe they have smaller kids, so they haven't gotten it yet. She kind of like is looking at it as her way of helping out other kids, because when she had to get the system, she was really nervous and she didn't want to use it. So she wants to show everyone that. And I want to show you a couple of pieces of equipment that we use for her. 2 of them were actually sponsored by Smile through their scholarship program. We just got them a few months ago, so thank you so much, Smile. We're super, super grateful for that. So give to Smile, encourage people to give to Smile, because they do great things and they help out families so much. We probably wouldn't have those 2 items right now because they're very expensive, let me tell you, and I'll explain the cost of all the things that I'm going to show you. I'll explain the cost to you, because a lot of people think, oh, most of our stuff is covered by government funding. A lot of things are, but just as many things are not, and everything is super, super expensive. So the scholarship really helped us get things that maybe were not super essential, that we wouldn't be putting our money towards otherwise, because we have to put our money towards other things that are a bit more essential. So I'm going to show you those things. I can hear my baby crying, as you probably can too, and because her brothers are supposed to be watching her, but they are watching Black Panther and forgot to give her back her toy that she dropped. So we're going to go in there and see how this goes, and in the spirit of keeping it real, it's a true live. I have no one babysitting, so we'll see what chaos is going to ensue when we go in here. And you will notice, actually, also, I'm going to turn the camera around. Turn the camera. This is actually, hi guys. Hello. Hello. Here's everybody. Layla dropped her cucumber. Does somebody want to give her back her cucumber, please? Thank you. Okay. I'll be right back. You will notice that that is our family room. It's right beside our kitchen. Samaya has been using the family room as her bedroom for about 1.5 years now, because she got, around the time that I actually got pregnant, we decided that I couldn't carry her on the stairs anymore, because she's about 80 pounds now, and she's like up to here on me, and I just can't carry her on the stairs. It's not safe for either one of us, and I can't carry her that far anymore. So until we can afford an elevator renovation, which is around approximately $50,000, which we will get some funding for, maybe around 25% funding. Until we can afford, until we can afford that, she's going to be in the family room. So, I mean, it's okay, it works. It's getting a little old. And she's lacking privacy, and bathing is a real challenge, because I'm going to actually show you how we wash her hair, because I did that this evening with the PSW. I'm going to show you that as well. We don't have a situation where we're able to bathe her properly and fully right now, so she's living on sponge baths and bed baths, and we wash her hair into like a Rubbermaid box with a bucket and like a jug. off of her bed. So that's something that we have to get an elevator this year because it's just hard that we're not able to let her go and have a proper bath and a proper shower and privacy issues because it's in our family room. So anyway, I don't want to go on and take too long because it's probably getting boring. So let's go in there and see how this goes. Okay. All right. Who's going to be my videographer, Bilal? We're shutting off the movie. Okay. So you are going to show everyone. Say hi.
Hi.
Okay, so take this and we are going to we are going to show everyone, and Hamza is assisting. So you're making a video there. Hamza is assisting with the ceiling track. Can you put me on the video?
Yes.
Hi. So we're going to move Samaya's wheelchair. Don't bring it over yet, sweetie. Closer over here. And hey, Layla. Hi. This is the sling that we use to get Samaya from the bed into the wheelchair and back into the wheelchair, or under her from the wheelchair back to the bed. So it is made of a slippery material to make it easy to slide.
Mommy, it's going all blurry.
Samaya, do you want to say hi? It's going blurry.
No, it's okay. Never mind.
Can you see Samaya saying hi?
Yep.
Say hi? Did you say hi? Okay. So how we do this is Samaya rolls onto her side.
Yep.
And she uses the same system at school as well. And we kind of tuck, 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 get under her, roll her back over. I adjust her into the middle of it. Oh, all right. And the trap only goes so far on the ceiling, so I gotta pull her this way. Thank you very much, Hamza. Has a switch on it, a remote here that I use to lower it down. Lower or higher, that is correct.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then clips on to whatever loop that you're using for the size of person that you have. Okay. All right. There's 3 points on each side. Bilal, how's it going?
It's okay.
You don't have to be like super close. You can be like a little bit at a distance if you want, so that people can see like the whole picture.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, these go through your legs. Hey, Layla, did you drop your cucumber? No? Good. And these boys are super helpful. They help me take care of both of their sisters so much. Mashallah, guys. Okay, now we're just gonna lift her up. And Bilal, do you want to get a scan of the ceiling to show anywhere in this square the ceiling track can go?
Yep. I'll go over here.
Okay, you can be far away. Don't be right close to us. You can be over there. Okay, are you getting Samaya?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we kind of put her, you want to come get a side view from the sofa?
Yep.
Put her over the chair with the brake on, and then I just kind of lower her into the seat. I don't have to bear any of her weight. And she's all secure. Cannot possibly fall out of the sling if you tried.
Yep.
And there we go.
Yep.
So once it gets low enough,
Nice.
we can unclip all the attachments.
Yep.
Just trying not to hit her head on this part. Sometimes we do. It's not the most graceful experience. Usually, like at school, in most situations, there are 2 people doing this together, but I have learned how to do it myself because I have to. So my husband's usually still working late, so he doesn't come home in time to help with this. We're a little tangled here. There we go. Okay, whose job, Hamza, your job to put this away?
No way.
Okay, so once Bilal, over here. Once I get her in the chair and that off, I can move these super slippery bottom parts out from under her. And buckle her up before I have to take the rest of it out. So there we go. And she likes to sit with her leg crossed, so I'm going to hold that up there for her.
Yep.
And then this just slides out fairly easily. Ta-da!
Yeah.
Woohoo! Good job, right? High five. All right. And I'm just going to put our straps on. And then I'll show you the other equipment. Can you lean back so I can put your straps on? All right. Can you just lean back? I don't want to hurt your shoulder. Okay. So, and she also has some hand straps here.
Yep, right there.
To help her keep her arms. Do you want this on or no?
No.
Not right now? To help her keep her arms where she would like to keep them? Okay, so I'm done that, so I can take this back now.
See the comments.
Do I see the comments? Yeah, I'll read the comments.
Okay.
You want to see the comments? I'll show you the comments after, okay? Hello.
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 All right, you guys. You may
I'm sorry.
go back to where you were. All right, so the equipment that we wanted to show you, sorry, that we got from Smile, we got this chair here. This is called a special tomato chair. It's like kind of squishy but heavy and strong at the same time. And it enables Samaya to not have to be in her wheelchair. We can put it on the sofa, or it's like on this IKEA chair. It can go on a kitchen chair. It can go on the floor. It has a base that it goes on. So it's just an alternative place for her to sit. And this costs about $1,500. They cost between $1,500 and $2,500. So that was sponsored by the Smile Scholarship. And another thing that we got over here, which I have to just dig out of this box, is I'll put on Samaya's bed. I'm just going to turn the camera around. This is a harness. So it comes, like, as you can see, it comes up between the legs, and it has a part that goes around the chest and like straps that actually, it's a unweighted vest or a walking harness. So it clips onto the ceiling track here, which she can go anywhere in this square on our ceiling. She can go. So I'll get like a distance view of that. Sorry, this is. She can attach that onto there, just like how I just lifted her in the sling, and she can walk around. And that's really important because she needs to bear weight in order to build bone density and to not have her muscles become really weak and shrink. So that's the walking harness. And the other thing I want to show you, I hope this isn't getting really long and uninteresting. This is, I was talking about having to get an elevator for the bathing situation mainly, and so she can be in her bedroom. This is how we wash her hair. We actually have a plastic shower curtain right here that we put on the edge of the bed, and it's a 2 to 3 person job. One person has to hold her on the bed so she doesn't fall off. Excuse me, sweetie? Yeah, I'll show their iPad thing after. We put this box here, so all the water, the shower curtain goes into the box and all the water goes into that plastic box. And then we just have a bucket and a jug to put the water on. So that is how we wash her hair. And somewhat similar situation for the sponge bath. So that is what we do, and this is what we've been doing for 1.5 years because we don't have safe or possible access to a washroom for her right now. And I think that's everything I need to show you from this room.
No, and this.
Oh, yep. They want to show you that Samaya's custom iPad holder too. So I'll just show you this iPad holder. I'm not going to put it on fully right now, but it clips onto her chair here, and it moves everywhere, and that's from the school board. And that's how she attaches her iPad onto her chair, which is like her favorite thing in the world and the greatest invention ever, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's her most prized possession because it brings the iPad, like, she's also visually impaired, so it brings the iPad like wherever she needs it to be, and so she can see her schoolwork better, which is amazing. All right, guys, I'm going in the other room. Thank you. I'll be back in a minute.
Gotta go.
All right, so that was our show and tell, and the baby is quite happy with her cucumbers, so that's working out. I think Samaya, she was like super nervous, but I think she got over it now. So maybe we'll see more of her and she can do some demonstrations of some stuff next time. But yeah, so that was our Smile sponsored equipment, those 2 items. So that's really amazing. And like, there's so many more things that we also need and could get, and any family in our situation or any child with any disabilities, there's like always a million things that we need. So please don't hesitate to give or encourage others to give to Smile because they're doing a lot of good. And thank you so much, Smile. We're really blessed and really grateful for your help there. And yeah, I'm gonna see if I have any questions here in the comments. Love you guys too. I'm glad this is helpful. If anyone has any questions, don't hesitate at all to ask. And any topic suggestions for next time, give me ideas, because I'll do anything. I'll talk about anything that you want. If you want to see more day in the life, I can even just make videos of other situations, and then we can just post them on. It doesn't have to be live. But yeah, anything that you guys want to see, we are more than happy to do. And I'm really super joyous right now that nobody started fighting and the baby didn't start crying, and that all worked out. So that was awesome. Does anyone have any questions? Otherwise, I think, this has been going on for a while, so I'm going to wrap it up. But I really appreciate you guys watching and all the love that I'm seeing in the comments. Thank you so much. God bless you too. All right. And this video, it's going to stay on Facebook, so if you have any questions, I'm sure they can be answered later as well. And thank you guys all so much for watching, and God bless. And please send topics or ideas or questions, please, please, please. And someone asked how much does it cost. I'm not sure what you're talking about. The iPad stand's $1,500. The walking harness $527. The ceiling track system was about $7,000 for the motor and the track, and the chair was $1,500, the chair that I showed. So everything is super expensive, and the elevator renovation that we need is about $50,000 to $60,000, and that includes like some additional ceiling track upstairs so that she's able to use her shower and her bathtub. So it costs like $1 bajillion basically. So yeah. There's a little bit of funding available for the elevator. March of Dimes gives a little bit, like maybe around $8,000. It's income dependent. And Easter Seals might give a couple $1,000s. We've already received some funding for our ceiling track. We got $3,000 in funding for that from Easter Seals, and had to pay the remaining $4,000. And no, insurance does not cover the majority of these things. Can I tell you about the elevator renovation? It's kind of planned, and we have to do it this year whether we want to or not. So we've kind of been saving up for it, and my husband's working overtime, and we're trying to access some funding. Is it possible to send it to Europe? Which piece of equipment are you talking about? Is it possible to send to Europe? Europe actually has some of the best equipment. We buy some of our equipment from Europe. There's something called Autobach, which I believe is German. They make a lot of equipment. A lot of this equipment is available or even made in Europe, actually. So I think everything that I showed today either came from Europe or it is available in Europe to my knowledge. And yeah, the elevator renovation, the elevator is actually going to go in the room that we were just in the corner. It will come up into the master bedroom, and it goes 3 floors, so it'll go into the basement as well. And Samaya's, because the other issue is even if we can carry Samaya upstairs, we can't get her wheelchair upstairs. It's super heavy and awkward, and she's also going to be getting a power wheelchair eventually, and those literally weigh 300 to 700 pounds, depending on which type of chair you have. So, yeah, and it's with the bathing thing, it's kind of a quality of life issue right now. Like I'm almost embarrassed to be like, yeah, we can't bathe, our child properly, unfortunately. We do the best that we can do. So it's something that's super important to us, and I'm just praying that we're able to do it this year, and we're going to try our best to do that. And yeah, and definitely when the elevator renovation is happening, I will show you guys that, and I'm super excited for that. That will be life-changing for Samaya and for everyone. So we'll do a live when that's happening, and take a million pictures and show you guys that whole process. So I think that's it. If anyone has any more questions, I'll give you a second to post them. Otherwise, I will check later if there's any questions, and even any random questions that don't have to do with anything that I talked about today. Please feel free to ask anything. When it comes to equipment, where do you get your funding from? We get funding from, thank you for the duas, I love you too. We get funding from Easter Seals. They give $3,000 a year towards towards certain things. The Assistive Devices Program, which is an Ontario-based program, pays for 75% of what they deem as essential. They do not deem things like elevators, bathing equipment, alternative seating. They do not deem those things as being essential. So they do not fund. There's many things that they don't fund. They fund the more basic things like wheelchairs or walkers, Easter Seals, March of Dimes, and organizations like Smile. Some people get things from like the Lions Club or just like local, kind of more local charities. Certain like bigger companies might give small grants and things like that. And sorry, just reading the comments here. So yeah, most of our funding just comes from the government for certain things, and Easter Seals and March of Dimes. And my daughter has cerebral palsy, so we can get some money. I think up to $2,000 every 2 years from the Ontario Federation of Cerebral Palsy. Does anyone have any other questions? Thank you guys. I'm seeing so many sweet comments on here. Love and duas. Thank you guys all. I mean, thank you guys all so much. That's really sweet and makes me feel very happy. So thank you so much. And okay, I'm gonna officially go now because I hear the baby getting a little restless in the other room. And I can't wait to see you guys again in a couple of weeks. And spread the word about Smile, share the video, like their page, and hopefully this video gets a lot of exposure. And inshallah, I will see you guys again soon. And assalamu alaikum, everybody take care.